The question is, does the 250X good enough for enduro riding? Let's find out. I'm kinda exhausted today. The ATV ride yesterday beat everything out of me. I tried to fix up the track with it. It's pretty good for that. It's just making a track good by throwing the sand aside. You probably can see it in a minute. It makes a big difference. That's why most MX track don't like the ATVs, because they're making a big mess on the track, like over here, you see? Yeah. Now I have two line choices. One inside, one out. Look at here. A big time. Anyway, I'm really sore because of the ATV ride. But I feel like I still gotta do some video for you guys. Become a really smooth one now. Not much of a bump. Very easy to ride. So I saw a lot of people lately try to ride enduro with the YZ, the X, like I have, and oops, it just happened. Anyway, so a lot of people are riding enduro, and I think if you have one of those and you do enduro, you just give yourself a hard time, because this bike is not meant for that. This is a true MX bike. It's only meant to ripping the track apart and not for technical ride. You can do that, like I showed you in the video. You can do some stuff with it, but it's not that easy as doing it on the KTM. The KTM balance extremely well. If I hop on the KTM and I feel home right away, because I can balance myself much easier, because the way they did the weight distribution and the way they build that bike, it just makes it, you know, the perfect enduro weapon and not so much MX weapon. This one, on the other hand, is the perfect MX weapon and not so much of the enduro. So I definitely not recommend this bike to ride enduro. Like I said, if you buy another bike, another brand bike which just has an electric start, you just make yourself a much easier, much enjoyable ride when you are on the track, on the trail, because this is just rough. And the throttle response on this one is crazy. If you put a smart carb on it, it even gets more crazier. So that's exactly the opposite what you need when you are up in a mountain. This bike just feels home when you rev the crap out of it. that's what this bike built for. Unbelievable. Rip, 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 rip. I don't know what tearing the track mode apart, the YZ or the Sport ATV. Probably both. Such a weapon. The other thing is, if you really enjoy riding, this is the bike that gives you the most enjoyment when you ride it. But the only way to get that out is you rip the crap out of it, because that's when this bike feels home, and that's when it starts singing to you. That's when it starts singing to you, like I said. And then that's the kind of thing what you want to hear all the time. Ridiculous. You heard that? It just... What a lovely bike. This is... But it's definitely not for the enduro riders. And I do respect those guys who take this to the trail, up to the mountains and ride enduro with it. Because it's very difficult to do it. Even if you put electric starter on it, which makes it heavier, even if you do all kinds of mud with it, pulling extra weight on the flywheel. I have that at home, but I don't want to put it on because I don't want to ruin the feeling of this bike when it's revving. So this bike you gotta buy it if you love riding and not up in the mountains doing super hard enduro, because it's just not meant for that. That's my conclusion.